Hello there, going to give you a little video tour of this Adria Coral S670 SL from 2011 that we've got here at Highbridge. I've just fired it up so you can hear the engine for a bit, but obviously it's quite loud with me talking, so I'll leave it on while we go around the outside, show you some of the features on the outside. We've got this canopy. It's great for instant shade. It's in good condition. There's a slight tear on the corner there, but I'm sure that could be fixed. It's very slight, and it's on where it joins the seam going into the onto the edge of the canopy. So let's go around the outside. We'll leave the engine running while I'm talking, and then we'll switch it off to go inside. There's pre-fixings for a bike rack, so you'd be able to quickly attach a bike rack to the pre-fitted section there. It's got reversing sensors also. While we're here, we'll show you the storage in the back. So it's got a little garage here, which has got access via that door to the inside as well. There's a light in here. There's the carpets for the inside, which we just store in here while it's on site. And fixing points to secure things down. You've got 3 on that side and 3 on that side. Okay, so a little garage there. This is a panel. Before I do the full tour, I'll go around and then we'll switch the engine off so I'm not talking over the engine. Okay. Right, so let's switch the engine off while we do a little walk around. Okay, so I've obviously spoken briefly about the canopy. So aside from that very slight nick there, it's in very good condition, the canopy. It's got the benefit of being fitted with a soft toilet, so the traditional cassette has a pipe which attaches in here, and then it has a fan which draws through a filter and then passes oxygen over the top of the tank and basically helps to break up the solids and keep away nasty smells. So good for wild camping and things like that. And that's a fairly unusual feature. The other side, before we get to the garage there's a little storage access from the outside world which goes underneath one of the bench seats on the inside. And as we go around the back, obviously I've spoken about the pre-fitting for a bike rack. It's got a reversing camera as well and reversing sensors. This is a second access to the storage, which also gives you a little bit of an insight into where the heater is and things like that. So there's the water and blown air heating on your water boiler. You've got important things that you would need to know when you're using the motorhome, like the drain downs for when you've finished camping and you're off and travelling. And finishing the outside part of the tour, there's your electric hookup if you're near mains, and there's your vent for the boiler. The only other thing is a gas locker, room for 2 gas bottles, and the previous owner has had obviously something stored in here because they've mocked up some sort of shelf unit there, but basically you could remove that and have 2 full height, 6 kilogram propane, I would say, in there. And then your onboard water tank fill there. Okay, let's go on the inside then. Let's have a little tour. So on the inside, I put the seat round because I was running the engine, but if I just pull that around, you can see that the cab seat fully rotates, so you can feel part of the habitation sort of set up. Let's angle the camera down and do a little floor plan tour as we start. So you've obviously got the cab. You have a little bit about the engine. You've got a 6-speed manual Fiat Ducato cab with a cruise control setting on the steering column there. Aircon in the cab and twin airbags. It's done, what's the mileage on this? It's 42,000 miles, 2011 model. So not great mileage, not a fantastically high mileage. It's good for age. Let's have a wander down. So we've got this lounge area here with 2 front-facing seat belts, and this side-facing seat also doubles as a rear-facing travelling seat with a lap belt only. So this frame pulls up and then attaches here, and then with the addition of a clever little drop-down step, it becomes a travelling seat, but it only has a lap belt there, and the seat is facing that way. Let's continue the floor plan, however. So lounge, side facing seat, 2 front facing lap belts. You've got this large table which becomes even bigger with a clever little pull out section that you can operate with one hand, as you can see. Let's walk down through. Got this large fridge freezer, a space here with a TV bracket for a little TV or a large TV. Big deep stainless steel sink, 3 gas burners on there, and a dual oven and grill. There's also a extractor fan for the smells, cooking smells. As we keep walking down, you've got the little combination toilet, sink and shower. This is obviously in travelling mode, but that would pull apart and that would go round and you'd have like a little wet room there. As we continue down the motorhome, we have a storage cupboard, so a big wardrobe there, and then this lovely big U-shaped living area at the back, which does have a table which fits there, which is cleverly stored. Well, I'll do that in a minute, I'll show you what all that is. But then you've got this lovely U-shaped lounge, huge sort of living area, which has 2 pull-out arms which come to the centre, meet in the centre, 2 bed boards, and then the cushions go across to form a very large bed at the back. Right, so that's a little sort of floor plan tour. Let's talk a bit more in detail about what we've got in the motorhome. So you've got your cab, obviously. You've got a little spare bolster cushion there, that's for making up the beds. Storage, nice little natty storage above where you sit as your driver and passenger, identical on either side there. You've got as you move down to the sort of lounge area, you've got a little overhead locker storage. 1 on that sits behind the driver, and then 2 in the actual lounge area. And then you've got these lovely, well, let's carry on talking about this first. So you remember I showed you this pulls out and then that goes up. There we go. And then there you go. So it's a clever little mechanical operation there to extend the table. You can see the knee there. That will drop down, and then the table will drop onto these support bits front and back there, and then this would pull out to form the other sort of sleeping arrangement with the cushions arranged a certain way. So this cushion pulls off, and then you've got the onboard water tank, and it's a big onboard water tank as well. So obviously when you get to site, you'd fill that up, and then you'd fill the boiler, and then you'd have hot water, and then your boiler's also for blown air heating as well. I don't know if I can pull that up with just one hand, but you can basically see. Well, can you see? You can see. That's where the onboard water tank sits. So that's where you fill it from the outside world, and then it comes in here, and then this would be your access for cleaning and sort of sanitation. Basically, you can see it's dry at the moment, empty. So you can get sort of sterilising tabs from camping shops and things. So you give that a good clean out, and that's easy access for the cleaning there. 2 front-facing seat belts on this side. And I haven't done it properly, but these straps attach to little things here to keep the cushion in the right position. As I'm doing a little quick tour, I'll just push that back for now and then tidy that up later. So did I show you under here? I don't think I did. Talked about the travelling seat, so you can see it now. This frame here would remove from there, and it would attach into here, and you'd have a rear facing seat belt, and then that obviously pulls out with the bed slats. Now that also pulls up to reveal your battery, leisure battery, and the electric block there with fuses and all the electrics coming in. Well, not all the electrics coming in, that's the fuses there. And then you've got a trip switch in a separate location, which I shall show you in a minute. So again, that has the straps which attach to there, but as I'm doing it with one hand, I'm trying to do it quickly, although I am waffling. There we go. Right, so that's the lounge area covered. Then we have, coming into the kitchen, little galley kitchen, large fridge, freezer. It will be a dual fuel, gas or electric fridge. And then the sink. Spoken about that on the little tour when I was showing you the floor plan. There's a good size area to store above the sink, and that's blanked off because that hides the, if I can show you the workings for the extractor fan there. Okay, then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 storage areas in the kitchen. Right, here is the wardrobe. It has a solar regulator there, so it informs you that you've got solar panels on the roof. You've actually got 2 solar panels on the roof for this, so good for wild camping. There's your other electric, well, that's where the electric comes in, so there's your trips. So you've got your trips there and the fuses underneath the other seat. That's a clever little table which is stored away for travelling there. And then just freestanding table here. And then I don't know if I can show you this with one hand, but I shall try. You've got a little privacy curtain which will pull across. Oh, another feature which has been put on by the previous owner is this satellite dish. It's a manually operated satellite dish, so you would wind it out and then twist it to find your satellite. And you can have satellite as well as sort of normal digital terrestrial with this aerial here. So you've got 2 aerials basically. You've got one from the satellite and one from this aerial. Okay, so choice of TVs. Right, let's try and show you this quickly. These cushions are sort of attached to each other, and they would be used to make the bed option. And if I can show you with one hand, hopefully if I'm strong enough, this pulls out and the other one matches on the other side. That pulls out. This is a double bed board, so that folds over, meets in the middle, and that makes your large bed. And then this was that other door that I was talking about when I was showing you the garage from the outside. So that's the access to the garage here. Right, while I've got the cushions off, I shall try and show you a nice little feature also, which is basically you've got a little sort of ratchet thing going on when these cushions are, when it's made up as a bed, you've got a little sit-up type ratchet thing, so you can sit up in bed and read. And then obviously that just goes down, so you've got different options, 2, 3, 4, 5 different positions. That's a nice, just a nice little thing. Okay, so I think that's it. A quick tour of this 2011 Adria Coral S670 SL that we've got here at Highbridge. Give another quick look around. Okay, thank you very much.